Hey friends, how's it going today? It's December 15th and it's Friday. Even better than that, it's Friday. And we had a really good day today. So, lots to talk about. Let's get started. First off, let's chat about this lovely box right here. Our Katrinkles countdown for the month. So, let's see what day 15 has to offer us. Ooh, it's another stitch marker. And this time it's a little Art Deco triangle thing with some pieces inside. Those are fun. Add that to my pile on my keychain. Sweet. All right. Um, so I haven't knit any today. I I know these boxes look exactly the same as yesterday, but they're not. I actually, went through them all and then put them back up because there's not enough room in here to really like leave it out for any amount of time. So I haven't knit yet, but I will get my sock stripe done, and I'm gonna work on that here in a minute. And let's see. So I went to visit my friends at Three Bird Cafe this morning for breakfast, and it was absolutely delicious. I highly recommend their garden toast if you're interested in that, in those kind of things. They have a vegan option, and then they have it with not vegan options. So I get the non-vegan option with fried egg, and it's delicious. And I got to talk to Chef Jen about our menu for Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks for our Friday night event. And I know that you guys are very excited about that. We've had quite a few people sign up for tickets. We have a few more tickets than we did last year for that event available, but still it's pretty limited. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. Our big draw this year is our meal with Three Bird Cafe, and it is amazing. So I highly recommend that. Um, and then Ann Weaver is going to be our guest speaker this year. I am so very excited about her coming. She's also teaching a couple of classes for Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks. That's March 14th through the 16th. So, and that will also be, if everything goes right, and we might be able to get Evie out a little earlier than that, but it should be our debut weekend for Evie. So that's pretty exciting right there. We are will also be the weekend that we move out of this apartment. So week we move out of this apartment. So it will be another busy time in our lives, and we are very excited about the festival coming up. So what else did I do? So I also went and had breakfast, chatted about awesome stuff, which I hear Deb, my friend Deb, that there will be apricot goat cheese bites again, which was a big fan. Everyone was really excited about those last year. So, yes, yum. And then I headed out and I got the oil changed oil. Um, my little southern accent coming out there just a little bit. All right. Um, went to the oil change place and got the oil changed in Dean's car. And then I stopped by the donation place and dropped off a couple of things that we had around here. And then I also went by Hometown Scoop, which is a little local coffee shop in Berryville where we lived. And it opened like a month or two after we moved to Berryville, like 6 years ago. And they're going to be closing at the end of the year. So I think for good this time. So the owner has decided to move on to other things, which I totally understand. So I wanted to make sure and go by and get a coffee before they shut the doors. Great little spot if you're ever in Berryville, Arkansas, in the next couple weeks at least. Check it out. Great place. Um, and then let's see, what else did I do? Oh, then I went and got groceries. So I have oat milk for my coffee. So Dean's gonna make me some coffee in a little bit to eat with my cookie. I had cookie with dinner. Um, and then I worked in the apartment like all day. And here's a lovely video time lapse of me working in here like all day. Um, it doesn't look like I'm doing a lot, but honestly, I moved these boxes around and I looked at almost every skein of yarn that I have. The bottom box I didn't dive deep into yet. So one of the things that I'm really thinking about is destashing and selling some of the stash. Um, there's a lot of it, and while I have emotional attachments to all of it, or a lot of it, I know that I won't ever get to knit the things that I want to knit with it. So, and they'll just be, there will be room other places in my life to make that happen. So, to make other great yarns happen. So, be looking out. And what we might do is like some videos and where I can talk about like some of the yarn, like where it came from and why I'm attached to it. And maybe that will help me like let it go and not sing like Elsa. Okay, we're not gonna sing tonight. Um, so what's your greatest tactic for letting go of yarn? As I'm sure Dean is still showing off this awesome video of me like doing all the stuff here in the apartment. I also felted a bowl today. The sink water in this apartment is ridiculously hot, guys. Like, I mean like instant boil, like out of the faucet. It's nuts. Um, so really great for felting things in the sink. Um, I had knit a bowl a long time ago, and several years ago, I taught a class on how to make a felted bowl, and so it's in the sink right now, drying. I think I'm gonna give it one more round of vigorous stirring in some hot water and soap. So see if it'll shrink up a little bit more. Still a little big for my taste. And so I'm gonna work on that. And you can see me doing that in a couple of videos. Like one of the videos, you can see me like working on the sink. And then what else? My woolen dress, I wore that today. The sweater I'm wearing is in this picture here. Day 15 is my Felix pullover. Really great pattern if you're looking for a great beginner sweater. The little raglan detail with the lace is super cute. Really nice pattern. I don't recall what the yarn is. I bought it on clearance at a yarn shop in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Knit into others several years ago. And I cast on, I don't know, sometime when I was visiting my in-laws, and I finished it like 2 months later. So, fast sweater. Excuse me. So yeah, it's a really fun pattern. And then the shawl or scarf that I'm wearing is a cowl by Tiff Nealon called Autumn Cozy Cowl, and it's done out of yarn from Superfine Yarn Co., which is a yarn dyer out of Ohio who closed her business last January, I believe. Yes. Um, so those yarns are beautiful. Took 2 skeins, 3 skeins, 2 skeins, 2 skeins, contrasting colors, and it is faux brioche. So it's a lot of fun. Goes by pretty quick once you get going, and you get to do some faux brioche in the round as well as flat. So it's a cowl because it's connected in the back, even though it's got the big V shaping in the front. So really fun pattern. I think I'm gonna knit here in a minute. Knit, 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 knit. And then tomorrow, Dean and I are going to set up a D-stash, I guess, on Instagram. So if you're wanting some Denati yarn, check out the Denati D-stash, and I will post a thingy down here, maybe in a minute, and we'll get that going. All right. I will chat with you all tomorrow. Have a super great weekend.